So this is the interface of your Canva app. You can do a lot of things there. Please pay painstaking attention to this, because in the subsequent videos we are not going to be sending videos. You might not need to be sending videos, so I can just give you instructions to follow. So the first thing you need to do here is to press the plus icon at the right side of the bottom area. So you press it, customize size. Now your width has to be 132.27, and the same thing, your height is going to be 132.27. so now you change your px to centimeter, pixels to centimeter, then create design. So when you create design, this is what you're going to have. But because we are creating our own logo from the scratch, so you can just shift this downward. So you are going to have a white background, and you have the borderline at the rim of the white background. So what you're going to do is, this white background, you can change it to any color. So look at the bottom, you can see the color palette. So you can change it to any color you want. You can change it to blue, to purple, to green, to anything, to any color you want. But we were using white. So depending on the logo you want to create and the color you want to use. So this is the first thing. Now the next thing is plus. Don't forget, it is the logo we are interested in. So you just press elements. So in the element, you are going to see different features like shapes, lines, charts, and different things, as you can see. So I can decide to choose anything. It depends on the kind of logo I want to create. If I want to create a medical, so the medical logos might not be at the upper side here. So you can just decide to press search for medical logo. Once you just press medical, you search, so you are going to see different logos there. So depending on what you want. But now I want to use logistics. So what you just need to do is you press logistics and you search for it. Now you can decide to use anything here, anything. So you can decide to use anything here. Yes, you can see. So it depends on what you are looking for. So if I want to use anything here, I can decide to use this one. Now I'm using this box, for instance, the lorry. So you can decide to adjust the size of the lorry. So you can decide to adjust it. You can decide to reduce it. You understand? So now I've adjusted the size of my lorry. The next most important thing is to design the lorry the way you want. Don't forget, we want to customize. We want to make a unique logo. So you cannot just take a lorry here and just use it directly like that. It means anybody can just come here and see the kind of logo you're looking. So the best thing is to change it the way you want. Now, what is important here is if I want to change this design, so like we are going to change the color. Look at your bottom area. We are seeing 5 colors here. What you should understand is, out of these 5 colors, each of these colors represents the color found in the lorry. When you see this black at the left side of the bottom, you can see it represents the color of the tire. So what you just need to do if you want to change the color of the tire is you just press the black at the bottom. So once you press the black, now change any color, choose any color you want here. You can choose purple. You can see you've changed the color of the tire. So if you want to change the color of the truck, so you can see the color is like yellow. I do not know color, I'm sorry. So now take any color you want here. You can decide to use this color. Me, I'm just using any kind of color I want. And if you want to change the color of the other side, the red one, so you just press this and you change it to color you want. You understand? So you can use it any way you want. So these are the colors I'm using. So I want to adjust the size of this car. You can see it's giving me difficulty. It's proving difficult to be adjusted. So all you just have to do is you go to the bottom, look at the left side of the bottom, that small plus icon, you just use it, you zoom it little, then you can easily adjust it. You understand? So even though you also use this method when you want to adjust the text. So if it is proving difficult, so all you just have to do is to press that icon and you adjust it the way you want. Now the next thing is I want to write my name. I want to customize it with my name. So you just press the plus icon, you come to text, and you choose anyone that suits you. Now, for instance, now you have many things here. You can decide to choose wow, you can decide to choose this, you can decide to choose anything. But I want my name to be very bold so that my watchword will not be as bold as my name. It means I'm going to choose something that has a bold name. So you can see I can decide to choose this graphic design. But something funny here is, look at, it is the graphic design I'm interested in. It is this bold one I'm interested in. So all of that one I'm not interested in it, then I need to delete them. So the first thing you need to do is you ungroup them. Look at the bottom. Can you see ungroup? If you do not see it, just drag it to either the right side or the left side. So when I do ungroup, you can see, so I press ungroup and now I've ungrouped it, then I can delete them one by one and to remain the only graphic design I'm interested in. You can see I've deleted everything. Now I want this graphic design to be on the same line, but before that, let me edit it to my own customized name. So I can decide to use Phenomenon Logistics. So you can see, but this Phenomenon Logistics is too big, so I need to adjust the size. So look at the bottom, you can see where the size is 16.7. I can decide to change it to anything I want. So me, I want to use 9. So what I just have to do is to delete the one there and write 9 and apply the plus. You can see now, and I can decide to straighten it to be on the same horizontal surface. Can we see it now? Now look at this. It means I need to adjust the size of this lorry so that it will be like on the same. I still need to adjust it a little or reduce the size of the phenomenon. So I can decide to reduce the size of the phenomenon instead of that one. So all you just have to do is, you know, I've reduced it already. So I want to reduce the size of Phenomenon Logistics. Just press Phenomenon Logistics, tap it, come to the size and reduce the size. Maybe I want to reduce the size to something like 8. Something like 8. So I think now it's actually very okay now. So I can just try to adjust it to see what I want to use it for. You can see I'm using that small plus at the left and the left corner of the bottom area. So you can see it's actually very reasonable like this. Then I can decide to add my watchword. So you use the same text here, but you're going to choose different fonts. So you can decide to choose something different. Like I can decide to choose this one. Do you know why I'm choosing this one? The reason is because I'm not interested in something bold like Phenomenon Logistics. Then I need something like Acting Director here. So I just need to ungroup it, delete that of the bold one, the marketplace, the market price, delete it, then edit the Acting Director. So I can decide to edit it to anything I want. So I can showing your needs. So all I just have to do is come here, delete this. Here, I think you understand now. So I can. So now the ensuring your needs, you can decide to change the fonts if you so desire. So you can see the fonts at the bottom. The font is Sanchez. So you can decide to change it to anything you want. So I can choose anything and I can leave it as Sanchez. So I can decide to use RP for instance. So you can see it changes and I can decide to use it Sanchez too, depending on what you want. So the next thing now is me, I want that ensuring your need. My watchword, I want it to be in italic form. So all you just need to do is just look at the bottom. So everything you need is at this bottom. You can see the first one at the left side of the bottom is you want to change the color of the text. The second one, you want to bolden it. You want it to be bolden. And the third one is what I want. Can you see now that I've put it in italics form? So all you just need to do now is, you can see I've gotten all I want, unless you still want to go further in editing it. So the next thing I want to do now is to save my logo. So if I want to save it, you can use either to look at the top, the right side. So you can see we have two things that you can use to save. The first one at the left side, you can directly is going to save it to your gallery. And if you want to use the second one, then that is if you want an option. So the option is here. You can decide to change your saves, your type. You can decide to save it as PNG. You can decide to use JPG, anyone you want, but I would advise you to use JPG. She understands. So, and then you can download it. So that's all about it.